We are the MVP.
Shit, for real, for real.
All right. Well, here we are.
You keep-
We in this bitch. We recording now, guys. I don't know what to say because I only want to say one thing, and that's all I've been saying all day. And I'm not gonna say it. Hey guys, welcome to Survivor Series War Games. Wait, this is not the show. Welcome to the review of the War Games with the MVPs, and we are in the Haktua Lounge. No, I'm joking. We're in Who cares? All right, guys. What happened on Survivor Series?
A whole lot of nothing, for being real. Like,
Something had to happen.
The crowd was just there watching the ring. Nothing was happening.
You know what? One big thing happened. One big thing happened in this entire show.
Hey, yo.
It had nothing to do with the main event.
And what happened?
Shinsuke finally won a belt.
Hey,
we got LA Knight out the paint, but we'll get to that in a sec. Let's start out with the women's War Games match, where, oh my god! All right, so the first concern we already had going into this match is the babyfaces had the advantage, which you don't typically do that. You kind of do that for a heel thing where they get the advantage, so they can fight back and yada yada yada. But they had the advantage again, which I think they did this either last year or a year before that. I can't remember what it was, but the babyfaces got the advantage, and we thought they were going to do something different to where the heels get like an advantage over them, or you get some kind of turn or something happens. But nah, none of that happened. The match didn't really get good, as Soul usually points out, until the match actually started, and it was just all right. Like, violence wasn't really much. Everybody, true. As I said, EO was gonna jump off the cage with the trash can.
That shit was lit.
We knew
That was a whole ass moonsault.
Yeah, well, this time it was different. Normally she would just jump off and just jump sideways. This time she had a moonsault with the trash can on, and then Tiffy jumped off the other side with a swanton on the other people. So it was nice to see it, but I mean, again, we knew that the spot was going to happen, and them niggas were just standing there.
How's it nice to see when you've already seen it a million times already? Like, this is why that should be mediocre to say, because they just keep doing spots that you know they're gonna do because they've already done them a million times.
It was just nice to see.
And again, the thing we're getting, and again, the same problem with every other War Games match. These shits is supposed to be violent matches, and they're anything but. Especially with the women, because they focus more so on let me just hit the move. Never mind. It looks super fucking choreographed, and it looks like when the women do shit like this, it looks like they tumbling, it look like cheerleaders tumbling. That's what it is.
It's just weird to me how
they might as well, when they do these stunts, they might as well be saying 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, because that's what it looks like.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, there you go. That's all they do. All of wrestling. Wrestling today is nothing but hey! That's wrestling for you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's somebody's finisher.
That's everybody's everything. It's like Triple H was like, they were in the performance center. They was like, hey, so we need to get the crowd to go OA. If you can't do that, you're not a good wrestler. So, oh, okay, great.
You need a move, like you're saying, OA.
Cool.
That shit is terrible.
It's just like, bro, like, this shit terrible. It's just like, and again, I'm gonna keep saying it because we've had this conversation before, but it's like until something changes, I'm gonna keep saying it. You can't stop. The difference between WWE and AEW is a big difference. Is matches like these that are supposed to be violent are just fucking violent. They're supposed to be violent to a point to where it should make you uncomfortable. And I don't give a fuck if it's the men or the women. And the problem is they just aren't in WWE. hey, let's play it safe, guys, because we're a publicly traded company.
I'm gonna give you a nice
But
little
it's like,
comparison.
which is crazy because it's just like this is choreographed. At least you can choreograph the violence, and at the same time, you'll be promoting movies that got mad violence in them due to commercials and promos. You'll also you pick and choose when you want to put the violence. You just had CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in a Hell in a Cell match. Both of them motherfuckers was leaking blood. Like you've done this before in
And
the
they
past
women.
and recently.
I don't understand because they're women. They bleed every month. Why can't they bleed on a match at least once every 6 months?
Everybody in there was probably bleeding anyway, whether you could see it or not.
Facts.
Yo, they on the road together 300 days out the year. All them bitches probably synced up.
Yeah, you know how annoying that's got to be? If you're on the road heading to fucking Missouri to do a wrestling match, you got to put a tampon in. That's got to suck.
That's gotta be tough.
I remember this one girl. She was she was a truck driver. I was like, you tweaking, girl. She used to go in the porta potties and fucking change out her shit. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. Y'all
Yeah,
crazy.
that's gross.
But my comparison I was trying to make was that AEW gives you hella violence with like a lack of story. Meanwhile, WWE will give you like a story that needs the violence in it, and they just don't give you no violence at all.
They always need each other, don't they?
It is so. It's like if they
It's funny
combine.
how in pro wrestling, it's almost like in pro wrestling's biggest boom, those two things went hand in hand. It's almost like that happened for a while, and then they just said, "Hey, when we were making our most money, we're at our height of our popularity. Let's not do that anymore."
It's weird because Tony Khan, as we know, Tony Khan is a big fan of all the old wrestling stuff. We know that, right? The nigga's a big fan who got a company, and the problem is that like when it comes to the writing for certain things, it's usually all over the place because the nigga needs some assistance. All right, clearly he needs assistance, but where he gets things right is he gives you violence, he brings back sex appeal and all the other things. Meanwhile, WWE is like it's remove that stuff. It's like if they fusion dance, they'd have the perfect company. But right now, it's like WWE.
Tony Khan be like, yo, we're gonna stab this dude in the eye, then you're gonna drink his blood, and then you're gonna find a baby picture of him, you're gonna snap it in half and then set him on fire. All right, well, what's the story? Nigga, fuck the story. Look what you doing to him.
Fuck the story. Do what I just said.
Like, what's the story?
You know what's crazy? The wildest part of everything he just said is all the shit he said that like we're gonna do this. That's shit that actually happened this year.
Yeah, all these.
I was really just thinking about shit that he did that they was doing.
Like if I told you they hung a person upside down and kicked the person in the face with spikes on their feet while also injecting a syringe into somebody's face, left them hanging for the rest of the match, injected a syringe into somebody's
never
face.
Took him down.
Like if I told you they did these things, they did all these things in 1 year.
Using an industrial staple gun on a nigga.
If I told you that they set a dude on fire, they're like this all these things happened this year. Now, mind you, all those people who just said are all alive. I want to point that out.
And then Triple H be like, look, what's gonna happen? We're gonna have this crazy story about how you got fucking, your manager died and he had to come back to life, and we had to figure all these things out. And then next thing you know, people getting ran over by cars. It's crazy, bro. These stories is nuts, bro. What's the match? He's like, yo, he's like, yo, you gonna do this body slam, stare into the crowd, and he gonna kick him twice. Like, oh, okay.
And pointed the WrestleMania sign.
What's next to that? You point out the WrestleMania sign, and then we cut to the interviews at the end of the show.
And you gonna interview in the press conference like you just had the fight of your life. Like, oh, okay, cool,
interesting. So when we get to like bleed, nigga, you don't need blood.
Nigga, you what do you think this is? Like,
just tell the story, bro.
You need to know your blood type, nigga. What are you talking about?
Mind you, the same people that. What's crazy is that It's like they're against blood being used. Meanwhile, they in partnership with the country that runs the UFC. People bleed from those events every fucking time they have them, male or female. And
Niggas
that's
want to
not
see violence.
simulated violence, also. That's real, actual violence.
And you know who else I'm ashamed of? I'm ashamed of Cody. I'm ashamed of that nigga.
Kobe? What do you do?
Cody Rhodes, the nigga we were talking about yesterday. He should be ashamed of himself too, because this nigga, out of all the times he been in AEW, bleeding all over the place, doing all that stuff, and he gets over here and you telling me you ain't gonna politic to get some blood, to get some real violence up in here.
He politics like The Rock, but can't politic blood. That's crazy.
Ain't that wild? Like you can't
I'm gonna
politic to
tell
get
you
some
something.
real violence.
I'm gonna just say this. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't see something right. But how the hell are you supposed to be the main champion and the face of the company, and you ain't on the? Am I
You know
missing
what?
something? Was he not on the Survivor Series card?
He was not.
Soul said this yesterday. He's like, why is he not on the card? And as Kuda pointed out, they in Canada. He ain't trying to get booed.
Cody gonna have to spit on that thing.
Listen, man.
Everyone's like, we in Canada? Nah.
Hold on. I gotta cut this. I gotta cut this promo.
Oh,
Stone
snap.
Cold
Because for anybody that ever wants to compare Cody to any top person in WWE at any point in time, dead that shit right now. Imagine The Rock or Stone Cold or Brock Lesnar or Kurt Angle or fucking Shawn Michaels or
Nigga, Jack
Goldberg or
Swagger was at
Bret
least
Hart.
in his matches, nigga. Fuck all these main
Jack
people. Even
Swagger,
Jack Swagger was doing the shows. Fuck.
what do you mean? This ain't just a Phantom pay-per-view, by the way. This is literally one of the big four, and you nowhere on the card?
That is crazy. I mean, he don't even show up. He don't even show his face. He don't even do a promo. He don't even talk. He just like stay home.
Bro, he didn't do a promo. He wasn't there. This is one of the big four pay-per-views. We talking about out of the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. This nigga wasn't even on the card? What? Yeah, miss me with that shit. Cody's a draw and Cody's doing really well. No, the fuck he ain't. Because how do you not make the card?
Speaking of the card, hey, so you want to put the
Shinsuke
card
can
back
be
on
on
the screen?
Survivor. Shinsuke Nakamura was on Survivor Series, but Cody Rhodes wasn't. All right. Okay.
So you gonna put the card back on the screen?
That nigga got some footage or some recordings of somebody that they don't want out because who did he what do he know that's allowing him to be in this position in that company?
Oh shit.
This shit
Because his
yesterday,
whole
I
reign has
told him.
been a total and complete
I told him. I
failure.
said Cody ain't defended that title since September. The niggas don't want to have that conversation.
Roman Reigns really got his title stolen from him.
Yeah.
What's crazy is niggas was all like, Roman never defends the title. Roman ain't never here. He was on Survivor Series though.
Yes, he
Even when
was.
he was champion, he was on Survivor Series.
Yeah.
He had all the
He
he
was
had
on a
all the
lot
big
of
four. He had all the big four.
he was on a lot of pay-per-views that Cody just so happened not to be at. Yeah. All in all, if to circle back, the women's match didn't really
What?
matter.
Whoa. What'd you say?
I said all in all, like
And then you said what?
The women's match didn't matter.
No, brother. You said something in the middle of that. What was that word? What was that phrase right there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're just gonna no sell it. All right, cool. Y'all heard it though. So comment what he said and put a yo. Go ahead.
all in all, the women's match doesn't matter. Okay, and Rhea's squad got the win.
Rhea Penn lived, by the way, so you know they're gonna use that to get her another title shot.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that
Oh boy.
That's
All
what.
right, so let's go ahead. And,
So you know what? We're gonna
fuck.
kill.
I'm not, man. I'm being honest about this shit.
Can we kill
We're
two
not
birds with
even
one
finna do
stone?
no shit. Let's shit on it and this, that, and the third. You're only
No.
fuck
I
all
mean,
that. I'm
yeah.
calling a spade a spade.
Wait.
This whole concept of them still beefing has it's more than ran its course.
Hey Frank,
This shit should have really been over with.
let me add one more thing.
SummerSlam.
Let me hot tag in real quick just so you can get your finish
And then
off.
you go, let me finish what I'm saying first, bro. Damn.
No worry. No, listen. I want you to. No, I need you to go on a soliloquy.
We gotta wait like 20 minutes.
Now look, I need you to go on a soliloquy. So I just need to add this part in. So in the Goons match, Finn pulled up to interfere. All right, now continue.
So you interrupted me to tell me some shit I wasn't gonna mention or give a fuck about any. All right.
It ties
As
into
far
what
as them dealing with each other, Liv and Rhea, that whole shit should have been dead at SummerSlam. But even more so, you're shitting on both champions and the broad with the Money in the Bank briefcase to put over essentially one person. Like Rhea, cool. Don't get me wrong,
No, she's not.
but to put her over everybody else when it's just like, all right, I'm over her too. Like she cool, but like let's not jump too far ahead of the gun because there are other chicks that are better than her. One
I
in
still think she's
particular
not.
being the one
I would place her number. Even though they put her at number one, I would put her at number two behind Bianca. But that's just me.
I've never placed her at number one. She's always been beyond Bianca because
No,
Bianca can do everything Rhea
I'm
can do.
saying,
Rhea can't do everything Bianca can.
I'm saying, even though WWE literally is probably like putting her as like the top female chick right now, I would put her behind Bianca.
I mean, of course, we know why they placing her up there. I mean, white is right, but Bianca is by far the best female wrestler on the planet, and I don't even really think it's particularly close. It's like Bianca, big ass gap. Then I guess you could say Rhea, and then another big ass gap,
Crazy.
and every and after that you can say whoever the fuck else you want to put there, but them positioning her to be at the top again, and it's just like, bro, find her something else to do, find her somebody else to have beef with. Like, this isn't long term storytelling at this point. At this point, that shit just the never ending story. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This shit been going on for like 2 years. No story needs to last this long. I think Triple H is under the impression that when him and Shawn Michaels beef for like 3 years, like that. Oh, that's like one of the greatest storylines of all time. It wasn't. People was over that shit way before it ended.
I thought SmackDown
Y'all
was
shit
so
shouldn't
good.
even went on.
SmackDown got lit because they kept beefing forever. We was tired of that shit.
Exactly. People literally start watching the other show more, and it got better because they was tired of y'all.
Yeah,
And I think you can you can get if Liv and Rhea beefed how Shawn and Triple H did, because they beefed on and off for 3 years. This shit's been constant throughout the whole year.
That's true.
That's what
So
I'm
if
saying, bro. Like,
it was
they've
an
been
on and off
beefing
beef, like,
constantly.
yeah, like every couple of months they'd be like, "Oh man, we back in another feud." That's cool, but this shit been going on forever. This shit should have ended at SummerSlam.
which ties into
Even with on and off, it still got to come to an end at some point, bro. Like, nobody should be feuding longer than a year.
Why is they mad though?
And that's
Like,
on and off
what
or
is Rhea mad
continuous.
about? What is Rhea mad about?
This is the thing. Rhea is really the bad guy. She just gets cheered. Rhea's been the bad guy the entire time. Like niggas is mad at Dom because he got beaten into oblivion into being this bitch's girlfriend, and he get mad because he found a bitch that looked better and treat him better.
But why
Like
is she still mad? Like, does she want him back?
Nah, she just want her belt back.
that's what don't make sense to me. But you lost. Get to the back of the line like everybody else, bro. And I'm sick of this trope. Not even just with her pin and Liv. I'm sick of that weak ass trope of, oh, they pinned the champion. They should get a title shot. For starters, you don't do that with everybody. Because if a motherfucker pin the if just any old person pin the champion in, like, say, a tag team match or something, that person ain't finna get no title shot all of a sudden.
Bro, if the Panthers beat the Chiefs, that don't mean
Please
the
don't. Please. Exactly. If the Panthers had beat the Chiefs 2 weeks ago, damn sure don't mean we Super Bowl champions. That's not how it works. You don't get to pin a champion and be like, that's like literally beating a nigga in sparring and he a champion and you get a few more hits on him. This is like, man, I just beat the world champion. No, that's not how that works at all.
I think that would be lit.
Yo, could you imagine you beat the reigning Super Bowl champions and you automatically go to Super Bowl?
Be like, hey, we just beat the Chiefs, so technically, when the season ends, we're going to the Super Bowl no matter the record, unless y'all beat us. So
Hey, you know what? I kind of like it. Hey, give us
That's
a shot
hilarious.
against them, bro. Give us one. Yeah.
But yeah, like
Turn this podcast
that whole
up.
shit's stupid. And again, you just shitted on both titles, both women's world champions, and the bitch that's and basically the next world champion too, regardless of who she beat. So you essentially shitting on 3 world champions for
and they
one
keep
person who don't have no belt.
and they keep teasing the cash in. They did it again tonight, teasing the cash in, and they didn't go through with it, which was fucking stupid.
Is it teasing if we already know it ain't happening? That's
Facts.
like your wife not
Not
having
only
sex for 8 months and then trying to tease you. It's like, bro, we haven't had sex in 8 months. Why would I be expecting a tease from you? Like, I know it's not happening. That's crazy.
not only that, it's just like, how the fuck was the cash in gonna work from a fucking War Games match?
Let's try it. I wish they
Well,
did.
Referee
Yeah.
was in the ring. She had the briefcase. Both
Yeah.
champions were down at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do that shit. Do that shit. Do it.
Would have been nice to see, but
Crowd
unfortunately,
was chanting. Crowd was cheering like she wanted her to do it. She didn't do it. She couldn't do it.
and it's stuff like that where you don't capitalize on cool new things that you could do, and you just like
No one asks. No one asks. Like, hey, what if we did do this? What would happen? Let's try it. It's never. Ever.
You know something I will also give AEW credit for that WWE doesn't do is they'll actually show people using common fucking sense. Case in point, when Mariah May was gonna try to turn on the agent with the big titties,
Mina.
Shorty Pete Game. Yeah, they brought Shorty Pete Game. So when she spun around like, yeah, bitch, I know how you get down. I seen this movie before.
Man, I just
And
like that.
she came out on top.
I just like when AEW just try shit. Even if it's stupid, don't work, it was ridiculous. They try shit. Even though they
They
don't
give
have
it a
nobody
shot.
watching. Ain't nobody in that bitch, but they trying something. You know?
They trying something.
All timid, like they don't have this crowd forever. They act like how AEW, you would think AEW would have acted when they had a full house. Like, oh shit, we don't want to mess up the full house. No, they kept trying shit. WWE just try shit. But they fans love status quo wrestling though. So
and that's the problem, bro. I'm sick of y'all niggas. So like piggybacking on everything. Goon versus Freeze. They have a good match, and then the match is ruined because Finn comes out to hit his coup de Gracies and pretty much that's how Goon gets his W. And it's like, bruh, not only have you made Goon look not strong the entire time, you made it instead of solidifying it. Okay, this nigga finally got his gimmick back. Like, nah, we're gonna have some nigga interfere, and the same nigga that interferes is Finn. And now you continue in that Judgment Day feud, and it's like, bruh, you tell me I gotta watch Priest and Finn and these Judgment Day niggas again, like for weeks.
No,
Like,
you ain't gotta watch
This
because I
shit
ain't
gonna
watching
end
that
with
shit.
them niggas back in the Judgment Day.
like it's just it's
That,
stuff
this
like
shit
that.
makes this shit makes so little sense that this is gonna end with Rhea and Damian back in the Judgment Day.
That's disgusting. And if it gets to that point, we done. like real talk. Like it's like Triple H is running this stuff in a revolving door. I don't get it.
He
Can't.
himself in circles.
Yeah, it's like he can't be. And I get it. Black and Gold NXT was a great time between 2014 to 2019. I get it. But where's that nigga's brain at? Did he lose it? Is it out the window? Is it gone?
Yeah, he need to get back to spitting on that thing. He tweaking.
Oh man. So let's see. We ran through 2 matches. All right, let's talk about Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Ludwig for the US title. That's the US title. IC title.
I ain't doing that shit. Wait, where's the US title? Oh, right. Never mind.
Shinsuke, yeah, you guys up. Yeah. The match with LA Knight was mid. I didn't really care about it that much, but Shinsuke got his W, so that's all that matters. So
Bro, I literally put LOL in the chat when I got the pin, bro.
it was amazing. That's all I needed. Had LA Knight won, this show would have been garbage.
But yeah, the triple threat match was good from what I saw.
Yeah, no, it was great. It's just as soon as the match was like gonna start, like I was telling the other people that was in the chat that like this match would be way better had we not already know like that Braun Breaker's gonna retain his belt.
True.
Like it's the
Yeah, because it wasn't
predictability of
knowing
it.
hell Sheamus or the
Like I
Sheamus or
said,
that other little boy was gonna win the title.
that's like I said in the review. The match can be as cool as you want it to be, but at the end of the day, when you know the winner, it really ain't gonna be that cool. There's no real heat. You know who wins.
Yep.
Exactly.
The only way that match is good is if Braun Breaker actually lose. That was the only way.
Yep. Well, I mean, again,
And
they
to
have a
me,
great.
when you're trying to protect if you're trying to protect the champion, this is the perfect way to protect him. You could have used that to elevate the other little boy and still elevate him while protecting Braun. Sheamus can eat the pin. Sheamus is at the end of his career. Sheamus just wrestling the wrestle. He already a made man. He a Hall of Famer. He don't need to win. He can eat the pin by getting pinned by what is dude name?
Ludwig
Like his
Kaiser.
sidekick.
Kaiser.
Marcel Barthel.
Okay, we'll go with that one. I mean, it's again Ludwig Kaiser or Marcel Bartel, as Frank said. Like he's got a. Nah, I ain't gonna say what I was about to say, but he could be a great mid card heel. Way how they have everything's being booked for him. But as of right now, Braun gonna be holding on to this belt to at least almost midway next year.
Maybe.
Like, is that dude dating Tiffany Haddish?
Tiffany Stratton?
Same thing.
Nah, it's not the same thing, actually.
Yo, saying that.
It's not
saying that's the same thing is crazy work.
Yeah, it's not even close to the same thing, but Tiffany was in the name, so
Same person to me.
I mean, it's two women. Both named Tiffany. That's a lot
I
of
mean, how
similarities.
much I need?
Mm.
They both got 2 arms, 2 legs. I mean, it's similar as you can get.
Are they both blonde?
Both got vaginas.
They both got skin.
Sometimes, yeah. Actually, both of them are blonde.
I don't know, Kudo. You might be onto something.
They are, in fact, both blonde.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good match. Brown retained though, and he looked cool doing it like he always does. So shouts out to him. Yeah, shout out to LeBron, man. I don't know who's next for him, but shouts out to him. All right, well, what the people have been waiting for, the match that we had no clue what the finish would be: OG Bloodline versus the New Bloodline. Well, I'm gonna let Kudo take the floor on this one because
Who didn't know the finish to this match?
none of us.
Why you didn't know the finish to this match? How was it hard to predict this?
I mean, one side had an outlier that they didn't know if it was going to factor in, like CM Punk.
One side had all Samoans, and one side had white people, and in particular, a particular type of white people who never lose.
Yeah, man, white people are the greatest. We love them. White power.
Well, if you put it that way, then
That's crazy.
I mean, I
thought we was putting over white people. You just what happened? I thought we was putting white people over.
I'm just saying, bro. Listen, man. I'm just saying, like, what are we doing here? You really thought that the New Bloodline was going to beat the original Bloodline, and they got the redhead white boy masquerading as somehow masquerading as a Muslim, and then they got the SJW team captain,
the second city
CM Punk.
What you talking about? SJW? That is funny. That's the funniest thing I heard all day. Go ahead.
And then they got
JEW.
Captain Charisma.
They got Christian.
Oh, please cut that. Please cut that.
Sorry.
He said AEW.
Yeah, sorry. I said AEW.
Yeah, you see, I said Christian, and then he said AEW. You see how that worked? Yeah, all right, cool.
Cut that. But yeah, like, bro, did you really think they were going to lose? Absolutely not.
I mean, my prediction went the way of Roman's team winning anyway, but
hilarious.
Yeah, but at the time I was like, it could go either way, but yeah, I still had them niggas.
No, it couldn't.
I still had OGs winning. No, I mean you could. I mean, look, if you take politics out of it, the solo side definitely should have won this match.
Bro, you absolutely not. This is even if you just look at it strictly from a wrestling standpoint. You remove Jacob Fatu from that team, it ain't much. It ain't really shit else there.
I mean, you said the same thing.
Tangaloa is just there. He was literally just there. They might as well have put Paul in the match with Tangaloa on the team.
If you go one,
Tamatonga cool, but he really Tamatonga ain't really did shit since the first 2 months he was there. If we be honest, Jacob is cool, but they're not trying to let Jacob really be Jacob yet. So it is what it is. And Solo, while interesting, kind of funny, Solo ain't shit either. So why would you think they were ever going to win? They're not on that level yet. Jacob can be, but he's not. The rest of them niggas is just along for the ride. Oh, I forgot about the super fat, I guess, Samoan, Bronson Reed. He's been cool. He's been cool, but they cooled him off the moment he lost the set. So it's hard to
Yeah.
even take him serious anymore. Again, where we going with this? Then the other side, you got Roman Reigns, enough said. Jey Uso, hottest person in the company, even though they've been cool on him for a minute too. Jay and Tongaloa Jimmy and Tongaloa cancel each other out. For whatever reason, they still see something in Sami Zayn. I personally don't. Sami Zayn is equivalent to Steve Blackman to me.
Don't do Steve Blackman like that.
And then who else? CM Punk. I mean, CM Punk and Roman was enough to tell you they was winning. It wasn't nothing questionable. You thought CM Punk was going to be in a War Games match and lose? Yeah, fucking right.
Oh, to be fair, Marquez did pick the team you're talking about. So. I thought talk about the match. I didn't watch it, so.
Well, the second bloodline had the advantage, and they started out with Tama Tonga, who was out here spider crawling across the cage.
Talk about the entrance first. Talk about everyone's entrance. Talk about that first.
Oh, okay. Well, Solo and the entire squad pulled up with one entrance, and they all lit as hell, all in all black. Yeah, Tama started the match first, and again, as I said, he spider crawled across the cage and was perched on top of the turnbuckle like a bird. And then out came Sami Zayn, Jimmy, CM Punk, then Roman. Then they all just went into the cage and they closed the cage door and they let Jey Uso do his solo entrance to come out first and be in the ring. And Jey Uso must have got tired out from his entrance and yeeing all over the place because this entire match, Jay was out here just selling and laying down like he wasn't doing nothing.
Talk about the Owen splash.
Oh yeah, the Owen Hart splash. All right, so when they eventually get tables in the ring, Roman was gonna get murdered by Bronson Reed because Bronson decided to go to the top of the cage. He was gonna hit the tsunami off the top. And
my nigga hit a tsunami off the fucking top of the cage.
Yeah, Roman was gonna die, but CM Punk saved him. So Bronson cracked, burned with the tsunami through that table into the mat. Yeah,
I saw on Twitter that they said Bronson got hurt on that spot too.
I wouldn't be surprised. 300 plus pounds diving in face first.
Yeah, I think they
Did
said
did he try to land on his feet like fucking Adam? What's his
Adam
face?
Copeland? He probably. It's just the way he does the tsunami coming from that height. It just you gotta hit that shit perfectly, otherwise, yeah, your shit's gonna be fucked up.
You should have just hit Roman.
Honestly, if you're being real.
But God forbid a cool move actually gets done in WWE. Go ahead.
And then Jimmy got to hit his splash off the top of the cage through Jacob. Because why not?
They said Jimmy got hurt too doing that shit.
Yeah.
They said Jimmy broke his toe.
Because these niggas ain't used to doing nothing.
I bet he did. He was trying to protect the hell out of him on that.
Jimmy was out here working, bro. Jimmy was out here doing fucking whisper in the wind like Jeff Hardy out here.
Yeah, Jimmy was doing moves while Jay was out there laying in the corner selling everything.
Jay said, I'm over. I don't got to do these things.
That boy Jay said, I did all that yeeting in the crowd and I'm tired.
So, wait a minute. Jimmy Uso was the highlight of the match?
Jimmy Uso was working, bro.
Yeah, I would say Jacob, Jimmy, and Bronson were the highlights.
Jimmy was spitting on that thing.
Yeah, those
all
were
right, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Calm down, bro.
I don't know why I can't stop saying it.
You gotta relax a little bit there, sir.
I really legit just can't.
You gotta get your shit together. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now.
Yeah, we're gonna replace you with Based.
I really hope you do.
Look, he's trying to get his brother over. Check him out.
I'm actually
Trying to get my AI back. Trying to get my
Trying to get
AI
his
back.
AI over.
Trying to get my AI over, man. All right.
I'm grooming Base to be my replacement. So y'all not gonna
Yo,
see. Y'all not gonna
grooming
see
is
my pod
saying
no more.
grooming is crazy.
Yeah, I'm grooming them, yo.
Oh God. All right. But
What
hey, cut that.
Cut it. 40, 40,
I'm
10,
not doing
40,
that.
10,
Cut that.
40, 10.
my bad.
Cut that.
I say Steven, my bad.
Oh man. So all the new bloodline had the advantage pretty much, and then by the time they got to the ending portion, Roman was the last guy to come out. His pod or whatever. But everybody was like pretty much laid out. Like they killed all them niggas in the ring and left it, and then they chained the door shut so that Roman couldn't get in. But for whatever reason, these niggas are very dumb, by the way, because the top of the cage is open, so Roman can climb up. And
Them niggas thought Roman wasn't gonna climb like he was the big dog.
And Roman was climbing, and commentators like, "Oh my God, Roman's climbing the cage." I'm like, you make it seem like this is the most improbable thing to ever be seen.
Oh my God, he's actually trying to be in the match.
They forgot Roman. They forgot how Roman worked when he was a big dog, but they thought he couldn't climb and do leaps and bounds no more.
That was the most wildest part to me, is that these niggas were so surprised that he was climbing a cage. Like, bro,
What was he
relax.
supposed to do? To sit outside and be like, what?
Oh my God! Somebody has climbed a cage in a cage match. What is happening here?
Oh my God, we're doing something different.
I get sick of commentary. I get tired of commentary trying to sell you on some shit like we ain't just seen this happen before. Like, oh my God, what are they doing up there? Obviously a hot spot. Shut up, bitch. You've seen this before.
Bro, that's hilarious. What commentary was like, oh my God, here comes a high spot, guys. Check it out.
They could have did that spot better. Like,
yeah,
if them niggas locked the cage, why not play up the story of Roman talking about, well, I can't get in, so I'm gonna just go to the back. Peace out, y'all. And then let them niggas get beat, and then he come back out with like bolt cutters or some shit, you know?
No, I'm
Play up the story.
He came out with a crane and just
Something.
Up.
Yeah, it would have been nice. It would be nice if we do something different, but no, we can't. So Roman gets in the ring, and Roman at this point he doesn't trust CM Punk, because even at a certain point when it was CM Punk, Roman, and Sammy in the cage, when the number dropped or whatever, and the next person was to come out, Punk was gonna go, and then Roman stopped him and then let Sammy go. So they already having their animosity already, and when Roman gets in the ring,
that's not a good call, but okay.
I mean, listen, it doesn't matter.
It's like, hey, how about you wait? So, there's 3 people in the ring that's been teaming forever. There's 2 for us. How about we get the other guy who teamed with them other 2 to get in the ring, CM Punk? You've never worked with anyone over here. You're not supposed to be here.
Actually, he tagged Usos about like 10 years ago, but that's neither here nor there.
We're talking about a decade long. See, this is my problem with CM Punk. What are you mad for? That was great strategy.
So he gets to the ring, and then he's
There's
helping.
No chemistry on the team if you jump in. Sami Zayn been in war games with us before. He knows how to work with the other 2 Negroes. Why is your cracker ass going in there?
Speak on it, okay? I'm calling the plays. He calling the plays. He calling the plays, man. He calling
Roman
the plays.
Reigns. Look, Roman Reigns knows how to call a timeout. Okay.
It's a deep cut. Shouts out to Matt Eberfluke. All right, so Roman helps up Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy while they're on the ground. He didn't help up CM Punk because he was still mad at that nigga for some reason.
What are you mad about?
And then they both got in each other's faces, and then Paul Heyman comes from the back. No Diddy. And he's pleading with them, telling like, "Hey,
yo, Jesus Christ,
yo,
came from the back." It's fucking insane.
I said, CM Punk and Roman Reigns is face to face, while Paul Heyman is coming from the back.
Yo. That's the thumbnail.
Dude, that is crazy.
44-30, I think. 44-30, I think. Cut that.
No, he ain't that. That's staying in. No Diddy.
Yo!
What?
Bro, Paul Heyman is out here putting in work. No wonder
Oh,
they
God.
laying all types of pipe. He ain't playing no game.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to hear this episode of the MVP Lounge, we're going to put this behind a paywall.
Goddamn Roman, hey, it's CM Punk looking all in Roman Reigns' eyes while this is happening is crazy. Diabolical work, yo.
Oh man. I'm crying.
Any low blows? Go ahead.
Yes, we had a low blow in this match.
We did in fact have a low blow, yes.
Bro, his match is getting worse and worse.
I know. So Heyman tells him y'all need to work together because together, something y'all stronger and y'all the top tier niggas and yada yada yada.
Together, strong.
There you go, exactly. So them niggas was like, all right, let's do this, and then they all stood in the middle of the ring, all face to face, 5v5, and they said let the war games begin. And then CM Punk takes off his shirt, and then they all get in the middle of the gimmick and start hockey punching. And by the way, nobody bled in this match. Neither of these matches, which is very stupid.
Wait, time out. So are you telling me this is going to be a wild thing? But you telling me this whole Roman Reigns and CM Punk thing is the Power Ranger episode when Jason and Tommy was beefing because they wanted to be the top dog and they had to work together to be able to defeat the monsters? Is this all this is?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is trash.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It makes perfect sense too, because Jacob Fatu is definitely a villain that Power Rangers would have took three or four episodes to beat.
He got the face for it, don't he?
That man is, yeah.
Jacob Fatu was the villain they started fighting on Tuesday and then beat to Friday.
Yeah. That man CM Punk hit a bulldog on Jacob Fatu on a toolbox, and Jacob stood right back up and saying, "Yo, what else you got?"
Man, that shit getting old. That was cool the first 2 times. You do that shit almost every pay-per-view now.
On a toolbox, though?
Man, that shit was fake, though.
Saying that shit was fake, Joey. We talking about wrestling. It's crazy.
All right. So Jacob hits his moonsault. Jacob goes to hit his moonsault and then lands on some Benoit, and I don't know, his ankle was messed up. I don't know if that was just him selling or if it was real or not.
Wait, he landed on some Benoit. He just missed, and the person didn't even move, huh?
No, they did not. They ain't move at all. And he was
wait. Before you finish, Frank, well, you got to see Chris Benoit.
We're gonna get to it afterwards.
Watching the 03 build-up, Chris Benoit. I'll say it after the recording. Go ahead, Marquiz.
All right, so Jacob is hurt quotation marks. But fast.
Let me guess. I'll just say this.
He didn't say it.
So the Bronson Reed spot, he misses. Then they get Jacob on the table. Jimmy hits him.
Now I'm gonna say it after the recording.
Bro said, "Let me say this." StreamYard said no. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marquez. You got it.
No, you good. And everybody on stream was pretty much like, "So, are you gonna pin Jacob? Are you gonna pin anybody?" And literally, Sammy's going around picking up everybody off the mat and brings them to the one side of the ring where Solo's the only one left standing because everybody else got taken out.
We got one more spot.
Here's my thing, though. Before we get to that, why didn't nobody try to go for the pin?
That's what I just said. I was like, no one went for the pin. And Sammy decided to go around the entire ring and pick everybody back up so they can go over to the other side of the ring to look Solo in the eye. Roman was like, "Hey, man, surrender right now." And Solo's like, "Nah, bro, I'm going out swinging. It don't matter." So he tried to go for the spike, and then he got super kicked in the face, and then double super kicked, and then Huluva kicked in the face, and then GTS, and then spear, and then GG's. And that's it. And then they all celebrated. They all hugged. Roman shook CM Punk's hand, and then they left the ring, and then they went outside, and then they did that pose that you see in the wrestling chat where they all put the ones up.
They don't see the wrestling chat.
No, that's why I'm describing it. Where they all hit their ones, and then CM Punk went in the middle and had to go to sleep taunt.
That's like saying, yo, like the picture that's in my phone right now. It's like, what? Don't
Actually, yeah, can you put that picture up?
They all hit the ones. Punk hit the go to sleep, and Paul Heyman hit the prayer hands.
He always praying, and I ain't gonna get into it.
And that was Survivor Series.
That was it. No Rock appearance. Y'all ain't getting that.
No post credit scene. No nothing.
We didn't get nothing. I mean, nothing.
The way they was lingering too, so I thought it was gonna be something, but guess not.
You know, Triple H like to wait to the final last second. Like that dude, I'm convinced he'll fade out, and then the music would drop. He'll fade right back in. That would be fire, though. He should do that one time. Yeah. He just fade out. If you smell shit, yo, pick it back up. That would be lit.
Nah, he needs to just do that and then just cut off the whole show.
Characters welcome.
Yep. If you
smell, characters welcome.
They just end them off like, yeah, sorry guys. Look, we only got so much time. I'm sorry. We didn't know. The Rock showed up late.
Hey, that was Survivor Series, man. Overall, this show is a smooth 5 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Nah, I was getting a 5 out of 10.
All right.
That's cool. I enjoyed it. It was a one match show, 2-match show, depending on how you think about it. But yeah,
I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the show, so. But I was
like,
there though.
The women's match was pointless. Goon's match was also pointless. The IC match, it was good, but again, also pointless. And then the one bright spot is that we enjoyed the bloodline match, but and you didn't get any blood, by the way. And Jay was also selling like 90% of his match. You got LA Knight and Shinsuke at least to get a smile on certain people's faces, specifically mine. But yeah, it gets 5 out of 10. It was alright, not much. They need to go back to the other format though, of the Survivor Series where it's brand versus brand and all that, because y'all just spamming War Games just to spam it at this point. So go back. All right.
Cool. What's the next pay-per-view?
What, Royal Rumble?
No.
Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks.
Oh, what about what about Hell in a Cell? Where's that?
No, we don't do that no more.
Yeah, cool. So never mind. Saturday night's main event.
So you'll have Saturday night's main event, and then it'll lead us into Raw Netflix.
The next pay-per-view is Raw Netflix.
Oh yeah, all the titles gonna change hands on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all got 1 month. Y'all got about a month and some change before we go back to 3 hours.
And best believe on Raw Netflix, you're gonna see every legend in history, so they can say, "Look at our first week." You know how they do. They still doing. They got Eric Bischoff showing up to NXT. What the?
That first show on Netflix, everybody gonna be there.
This is gonna be an Attitude Era show. They about to gaslight y'all to oblivion on that show. Y'all getting blood. Y'all getting everything on that show. Y'all gonna be getting cursing. It's gonna get crazy. I might get a live sex show right in the ring. Y'all
finna hear Stone Cold's glass shatter and everything on that first show.
That first show about to be crazy, and then the next show after that, back to status quo. But at least you'll feel good for what to come.
You ain't gonna feel good at all because it's gonna be straight buffering through the entire thing.
That's hilarious. Mid glass break.
Someone's clip
for
on
you
Twitter.
To think there's buffering is crazy because they ain't even trying to get that kind of traffic. That was a fucking Tyson fight, bro. Even if he's old, it's still Mike Tyson. Nobody's gonna be watching this shit. It'll come through crystal clear.
That's tough. I wanted this shit to be ruined.
All right, guys, we get a crystal clear, non-buffering show. But I will say, AEW for life. Have a good night, guys.
Hilarious.
Right, fuck it.
Peace.
On USA Characters.
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.